Hi everybody, it's Sonia Sunny K Creations. Come on in, let's get started. I'm gonna do another, well, kind of like Christmas in July, kind of like winter in July. Anyway, so if you're watching on the replay, let me know that you're watching. You can fast forward through all this, but I'm gonna wait for a few people to pop on before I get started. Is it hot where you guys are? It's pretty hot here. It's about 100 today, which is average here this time of year. I do not see anybody popping on. Let me stir this paint. Oh, there's a couple people. Paint is getting very thick. Hi Deanne and Jeanette. All right, make sure you guys sprinkle, and we're just going to get right into it. We're going to be doing a snowman project today. So kind of like Christmas in July, winter in July. So I don't know if you got these, but they came in like a 6-pack from Dollar Tree, and they were like scarecrow hats. And I got them in a year or two ago, thinking I'd use them for snowmen, finally using them. They have little patches on them. I had a hard time trying to get it off, so I'm just going to paint right over the top of it. So we're just going to paint our little hat on both sides. We're going to paint it black. My paint's very thick, so. The shirt I got, I think it was in 2020. I was in Southern Crush at Home Craftathon online. But I figured it's Christmas in July, so I can wear it. This is kind of like burlap, so you just got to kind of get it in the crevices. He seems to be feeling better. He still has a cough. If he lays down, he starts coughing. He went to the doctor. He didn't have anything, like pneumonia or the C word or whatever, but he just has a bad chest cold, I guess you'd call it. Our kids moved yesterday, so that's pretty sad. But we're going to go see them next week because we're going to go camping up by their house so we can see them. Well, that's the plan. I don't know if we have a place booked yet, but. See, once you paint this, you don't even see that patch on there. Okay, so that's probably good. Just painted our little scarecrow hat black, and then I'm going to wash my hands. I need to get white out of here. Yep, they got moved. They're up there. They loaded the U-Haul Monday night. Tuesday morning they got up and dropped off Carter here, dropped off Jamie at the other grandma's house, and then they drove the U-Haul up to Coeur d'Alene, and friends met them up there, unloaded, and then they stayed the night. They came back down yesterday, picked up the girls and their cats and a few other things, and then they went up last night. So they're there. They're not moved in completely, but they got their stuff in the house. So, yep. All right. And then this is going to be a very Dollar Tree project. Most things from this project are Dollar Tree. So these are the carrots that you could get at Dollar Tree. They're like foam, probably in the springtime. So I'm just going to cut it smaller, maybe like that big. And then I'm going to put a little toothpick in it, part of a toothpick, so that I can paint it, because I don't like that bright orange color. So I went to Walmart today and got some pumpkin colored paint. Stir it a little bit. So we're just gonna paint this so it's not quite so bright, but you could do most anything for noses, whatever you want, but this is what I had. Okay, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Is my church in Natchez? No. We have friends that are the pastors there, but we're not the pastors there. All right, I'm gonna put this somewhere. Where? Guess I'll just, put it right there. Okay. So then what we're gonna do, move this out of the way. I stuck this nose in there, but I got these 3 packs of the styrofoam balls. These are from Dollar Tree. So that the scarecrow hats are from Dollar Tree, the pumpkin noses are from Dollar Tree, and these balls are from Dollar Tree. I already opened some, but so we're gonna take them. They're already a little bit sparkly, but what I'm gonna do is take the ball and I was gonna use Mod Podge, but that just took too long. So I'm gonna use spray adhesive. Yeah, I know you shouldn't do it in the house, but it's not that bad and it doesn't take me long. So I'm gonna put it on a skewer just so I don't have it all over my hands. And then we're gonna put some more glitter on it. Oh shoot, I forgot, I gotta do something before that. So before you do that, I'm gonna take some lipstick. I saw another creator do this, I can't remember who it was, but I just got some cheap, I don't wear lipstick, but I got some cheap Dollar Tree lipstick, and I'm just gonna take some, and probably could use paint, but this seemed to work really good, and just make some little cheeks with it. You should do it before you put any spray adhesive on it, because it doesn't want to go on as well, but that's okay. It makes it a little bit darker. All right, so now I put it like that, and then we're gonna put the spray adhesive on it. And then I'm going to take glitter and dump it on there, even over the little cheeks. Okay, this makes it very glittery. It's hard to see, I'm sure, but... So I'm going to put that over there, and we're going to do it again. We're actually need 6 of those, but I did 4 of them ahead of time. So this one, I wanted it to be flatter on the top, and you'll see why in a little bit. So I just did a little bit ahead of time to see if it would work, but I just took something like this and just made it flat, like that. And then we'll put our little cheeks on it. Okay. And then spray adhesive. Oh, I'll put it on the stick. Otherwise you get that spray adhesive on your hands and it's hard to get off. And then this glitter. Something weird on there. Okay. We're making a snowman craft. All right, so I did that like 6, I did 3 flat ones. So I did 1 with you, but 2 more flat ones and 2 more regular, without flattening it ones. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take I was trying to think what would be good for eyes. So I actually got some, you can see what they are better in here, but the stick pins that have the little heads on them. And if you can't find black, you could paint them, but I actually found some that had black in it. So we're going to use those for the eyes. And it works perfect because you don't even have, they're so long, you don't have to, you could glue them, but I don't think they're going to ever come out. So I'm going to stick them in there. And I put the eyes fairly close together. I think that looks pretty good. Better than farther apart. Ooh. So there's the eyes. And then I had a nose that I already did ahead of time. Oh, I did not paint that very well though. Where's the paint? Oh, did I put that? What did I do with that one? Did I put it in the thing already? Let's see where my paintbrush is. I'm gonna fix this one. I painted it ahead of time, but it doesn't look very good. So I'm gonna touch it up a little bit. It's okay if you see a little of that bright orange, but I just don't like the total look of it. Should have put that on the skewer. Okay. All right, let's see if this one's dry enough. Not really. You can dry them with this, but just don't hold it one spot too long or it'll melt it. I'm just going to go for it, but it doesn't dry. All right, so I'm going to take it and I'm just going to put a dot of glue right here. And then I'm going to stick this in. I found you better put the toothpick in first and then push this, otherwise it'll push right through the foam. If I get it on there and it's not totally painted, I can paint it when it's on there. Okay, so there's our little snowman head. We're not going to put, I'm not having faces or mouse on mine, but you can put mouse if you want, but I'm not going to. All right, so there's that one. Okay, and this one, because I did it flat, I'm going to put the hat on it. It's not quite dry, but I think it'll be all right. So I'm just going to put some glue on here. Grab my hat, decide how I want to put it, and just stick it on there. That's a pretty cute face. What do you guys think? All right, so there's that one. And then we're going to, the other one that's not flat, we're going to, or did I have another one? Oh, I only showed you, no, it's this one, okay. Yeah, so this one we're going to do the same thing for the face. We're going to take the two black pins, put those in there. And then the nose, which is probably not dry. Oh, it's dry enough. I got to get a toothpick for it. Oh, here's one. Just gonna go ahead and put this in here first. And then put a little glue. Then take that, stick it on there. It's a little lopsided, but I kind of wanted every face to look a little different, so that's okay. They'll be somewhat the same, but this nose is off to the side. The nose is just made from, I can show you again, these, they have them at Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree, but these little foam carrots. I just cut off the tip, but you could use most anything you could think of that you can make a nose out of. And they're not the right color, so that's why I colored them with the orange pumpkin color paint. All right, so then this one, I didn't have enough hats, so I decided to do something else with 3 of them. So this one we're going to put earmuffs on it. So I have some black, what do you call this? Pipe cleaners. And I need some glue. Maybe not yet, almost though. And we're going to make like earmuffs with it. So I'm just going to put a little glue to start it. Put it right there. I just cut a little piece of a pipe cleaner. Oops. I'm just wrapping it around their head. That makes a little bit long. And then I have some, where are they? I wish I had a little bit bigger ones, but these are the ones I have. They're, what do you call them? Pom-poms. I don't know what they, yeah, pom-poms. And then I'm just going to put those on the end. They end up turning out better than I thought. I thought maybe they would be a little bit too small, but they're okay. Try and not get glue everywhere. All right, so there's the, I don't think you can kind of see his earmuffs. All right, so that's how we do the little snowmen. So you can like use them for lots of different things, but we'll show you what we're gonna do with ours. Clean up just a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take another Dollar Tree item. So far, basically, Dollar Tree. Well, I think you can get pom-poms, and these are not, they're from Walmart, but the main 3 components are going to be, and the hats are from Dollar Tree. So, but the big component is we're going to use a muffin tin. So, well, I have one that's not painted, but it takes a while to paint. So I painted that not inside the cups, but around it, and then the whole back. So, with the moss green, I kind of went back and forth if I wanted to like make it rusty or what color I wanted. I didn't want white because the snowmen are white. So this is what we're going to do. So then we're going to take our little guys and we're going to put them in here. Now the ones with hats, I think I'm just going to put directly onto the muffin thing. But the other ones I might actually raise them up a little bit. And I want them all kind of facing a little bit different direction. So have this one like that. And we're going to zhuzh them up more, but I want to get the main things on them, but I think I'll put all the hat ones. So here's another hat. Let's see. We'll have him go in. Maybe like that. Now I need my glue. Hi Mika, hi Rachel and Mary. And then this one, let's see. We'll have him go straight forward maybe. Okay, so we have those ones like that. What do you guys think? They're cute. They're gonna get cuter. And then the earmuff ones, I see 2 of, oh, okay. Here's one that I made ahead of time. So I think I want to raise these ones up a little bit because they kind of get buried down in there. So I'm just going to take a little block and put it down in there, I think. You're not going to see it. Hopefully this hot glue will. I probably should use E6000 since it's metal, but you know. Hi, Sarah. Thank you. All right, and then this one. Oh, I forgot to put the, I was gonna put a block. I started putting tons of glue. Let's see. Gonna make him go his head up a little bit. And then the last one, let's see, how should we do him? No, we can't go that way. Okay, so that's how we got them on there so far. They're cute, aren't they? But I want to zhuzh them up more, so we're going to add scarves to them. And we are going to use some of this, I guess they call it homespun. This is from Hobby Lobby. So I cut some, or just ripped some in pieces. What we're going to do is try to just wrap it around so it covers the opening to the muffin tin. And kind of covers where their mouth would be, I guess. Gotta decide how long a piece I want. Probably gonna have to rip more because I didn't really know how much I wanted. I don't think I'm gonna be able to tie it. I think I'm just gonna like make it look like it's tied, maybe. Yeah. Well, maybe I could tie it one time. I think I'm gonna wait to glue it down until I get them all on so I can kind of see how I want them, but that's basically the idea. But I'm gonna, you know, kind of decide where I want, because I want all their scarves to be kind of going different ways. They can go behind them a little bit like they're blowing maybe, or then they're not all in each other's way, I guess you'd say. This one might be too short. Yeah, I'm gonna get a longer one. This one might be better for a different one. Okay. That's why I did a lot of these ahead of time, because I knew putting on this would be kind of fiddly. Okay, the ones that are up a little bit, like I raised, I think I might have to kind of glue in the front a little bit just to keep it where I want it. Because it kind of wants to go down into the cup and I don't want it to. I want it to cover that spot. So I'm just going to put a dot of glue right there. Yeah, that's better. Oh, kind of too tight. That's okay. It'll be fine. Okay, so I can still see down in there, but we'll fix it later. So there's that. Hi, Tina. And then we're gonna grab some more. I'll be cutting them down a little bit too. I just don't know what I want yet, so. Could put the scarves on, I guess, before, but I just didn't know if that would work. So, although this is kind of difficult, I think it's the best way. Okay, got that one. Gotta cut some more pieces. I have some here, I guess. It's very frayed. Oops, his little nose just fell off. Alright, I guess we need 2 more. This one's a little too thick. I'm gonna rip some different ones. That's not going to be enough for 2. It'll be enough for 1. Can you guys see what we're getting here so far? It's kind of a mess right now, but it'll be all right. Supposed to be rustic, so it's okay if they're kind of a mess a little bit. All right, 1 more. I will have a good head start, yeah. Okay, let's see, where am I going to put this one? I guess maybe going this way maybe. I tried to put their heads up a little so I could get behind them and not cover their ear muffs and stuff, but. Oh, speaking of the fairs, I got to fill out Tina's on here. She does the booth next to me. She's the one who told me about that fair. But I gotta send in my registration thing. Keep forgetting. All right, so I got them on there. Now we're just gonna kind of decide if that's where we like them. I don't know if I like that one back like that. Well, I guess it's all right. And then I'm gonna trim them up a little because they're kind of a mess. But we're getting there. It's really cute. Okay, this one is probably okay. A little bit long maybe. So I'm going to cut them a little, whatever length I want, and then I might just trim up, or not trim, but you know how you kind of cut the ends so it looks more like a scarf, I guess you say. I'll show you as soon as I get some of them done. You can see I'm just kind of cutting them a little bit. This one's a little bit long. If I have lots of fraying, I'm just going to cut some of these strings off. Like this one's like covered in them. Even going across his head. Okay, this is a little long. I guess this color looks good with the green. I wasn't sure how it would look. I kind of played around with it and thought it would, but was not absolutely sure about it. I'm going to have to put a little glue on these scarves to make sure they stay too as soon as I get them all cut how I want them to be. I feel like that's a little bit long. Sorry, this is taking a little bit of time. Okay, now I'll just kind of cut them again. You could just leave them, but I think it looks cute like this. Okay, here's it. You can hear Alex, he's talking, telling us something. One more, and then there's a couple I think maybe are a little too long still. This one I think might be a little long. So then I cut off all the work I just did. All right, let's look at them. Okay, I'm gonna put some glue now so they stay where I have them. Not a lot, just enough to hold it there. I think I might have glued this one already. I still feel like there's a couple that are a little bit long. Okay, maybe this one. And there's still some strings that are driving me nuts. Getting better. Okay. What do you guys think so far? Now we're going to decorate them up a little bit. We're going to put some stuff on the hat. You could wrap some stuff around the hat, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little twig of some greenery. So let me grab 3 pieces of that. And I don't have any super tiny little snowflakes, so I got some little stars I think we're going to use. So I just have a tiny little piece of greenery with snow on it. And then I'll show you, I'll do one and then I'll show it to you. What you can kind of see as I'm doing it. So I'm just going to put a little right here on his hat. And then the stars are very tiny, as you can see them right there. I'm going to put that there. And then I think I'm going to take a red stick pin, because I don't have any berries that are that small. But I think I might use a stick pin as a berry. It's not exactly the same red, but I think it'll still look fine. So I just have a little stick pin. I'm hoping I can stick it right through the hat and through the scarf. I mean and through the, what do you call it, the styrofoam ball. I don't think I got that star on there very good. Okay. So can you see? It looks like a little berry, but it's really just a stick pin. a little star. All right, and then we'll do another one of the hats. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with if I'm going to do something with the ones with the, oh, what do you call it? The earmuffs or not. I haven't decided yet. There's the second one, right? I guess right here. There is a lot of glue strings too. All right, we'll do the third one. If I can find my stars. I had enough stars out here, and now I'm like, where are they? Oh, here's one. Okay. I already cut one here. Let's put this one. I love them. They're so cute. Okay, and then let's see. For those guys, thought I might just put a little sprig, but not this star, just to make them a little bit different. Just kind of by their ear, maybe. Thought that would be cute. Or I could put it up here on top of their head, or I could put it down by their scarf. I'm just gonna put it up on their head, just like it's decorated on their earmuffs, I guess. I think. We'll see how the first one looks. Yeah, that looks cute. I just kind of put a little piece right there. Yeah, the natural stars look cute, I think, with it. All right, let's get another one of these. And let's see, I'm down to my nitty gritty on greenery here. Let's put this one right there. What did I do with the other one? There it is. I'm gonna put this one. Guess I'll put it over here. Maybe I'll put two berries on these ones, just to make them a little bit different. Let me see if I can find some more. Where's my stick pins? More red ones. And like I said, if you don't have the right color stick pins, you can, ouch, I just stuck myself. You can paint them. I thought maybe I'd have to, but I found some black ones and some red ones. I feel like I need to put 3. I'm going to put 3 per those. Hopefully I have enough of the red without having to paint something. Oh yeah, I do. Because I like them in odd numbers. Oops, I just put a green one in there. I thought I grabbed red. Okay, 2 more. You could decorate them however you want. You could put little rusty bells. If I had small enough rusty bells, I thought about doing that, but mine are kind of too big for this. Okay, let's blow this off. Get all the blue strings off. Ah, there we go. I actually looked on Pinterest to see, ideas for something like this, and I looked up like muffin tin snowmen. I found lots of muffin tins where people painted snowmen on either on the back here or inside, but I never found any that they put like little balls of some sort, like styrofoam balls or something else. So I thought, oh, well, maybe it's a unique idea. Maybe somebody's made them before, but I couldn't find them on Pinterest. So, just because sometimes when I have an idea, I like to see kind of what some other people did to make them even cuter or something, but I didn't see any. Just trying to get all these extra strings off here. Okay, I think this turned out adorable. What do you guys think? And I was thinking you could just set them like this on the table, it'd be cute. But you can also, I tried to make it so their faces, you could see them up enough. Their faces are pointing up enough where you could see their faces. We put it up on a shelf like this. That's cute. But I think what I'm going to do, thanks guys, I think it turned out pretty cute. And like I said, the hats are Dollar Tree, the balls are Dollar Tree, the noses are Dollar Tree, the muffin tins Dollar Tree. Probably could get, I know you can get pom-poms from Dollar Tree. I didn't, but I got the pom-poms and the pipe cleaners from Walmart, and then this is from Hobby Lobby. But you could really make pretty much all of this from Dollar Tree. But I also wanted to, I thought about putting rust on the tin, on the muffin tin, but I think I'm just going to add a little distressing just because I like that. But you don't have to. It looks cute without it, but I know it's going to just add to it because it's got some details. Just go around the edges and little spots where they have the Dollar Tree muffin tins have these little, I don't know what you call them, but they're little round. You can kind of see it more when I add the distressing, so just kind of highlighting some things. I didn't want to do this before because I really didn't want to get the distressing on my snowman, and I knew I probably would if I tried to do it before. And my tin's already kind of getting scratched, but that's okay. I like the look of that. This is like one of my favorite things I've made in a while. It's so cute. Get up close. I think their faces are cute. I think the secret to cute snowman faces is put their eyes closer together. I used to try to make them farther apart and they just have weird looks to them. I think the closer the eyes. The tiny stars I think are from Amazon. I've had them forever. I got a whole variety pack of teeny tiny stars to bigger stars. And I've just been using them for literally 4 or 5 years. So just look for wooden stars on Amazon, and you might have to buy a big pack of them, but they will last you forever. And you could put a little snow on their hats. I just thought of that. See, one of my noses is about to fall off, so I'm going to re-glue that. I don't know if I want to put it. I might just not put snow, but I might put a little bit of, I might not put paint, but I think I might just add a little Mod Podge and put a little glitter. I think that might be cute. So I'm just taking a little glue of whatever you have. Just kind of adding to their hats. Add some glitter right here, so not a whole lot, but a little bit. It'll look like it's really white right now, but once it dries, it'll just be a little pop of sparkle. You can kind of see it. You would use spray glue and glitter all over. That's an idea. I don't think I have enough spray glue, otherwise I would start that. Maybe I'll do that if I buy some. So I was realizing when I was spraying there wasn't much glue left in there. But she's saying, I think I did that last year. I sprayed glitter all over a muffin tin craft that I made. It wasn't a snowman one. It was just a whole bunch of different, I don't know what you call it, Christmas things. Probably like little trees or bells, or I can't remember exactly what it was, but I keep finding little hairs. But I think I'm just gonna leave it like this, but very cute. I love it. Came out cuter. Well, it came out pretty much how I had in my visioned in my mind. But I always have an idea, but then I'm not sure about the color, so it takes me a while to figure out what colors I want. But I think it's really cute. All right, I think that's all I'm gonna do. I think I like the 3 little. Did I show you how it has the 3 little? I think the push pins are perfect for this. And for the eyes, because I was trying to draw eyes on it, and it's very hard to draw eyes on the styrofoam and make it look good. It kind of just pushes in. So I didn't like that, so I had to think about it, and then I was like, oh yeah, push pins might work. Oh gosh, this is so cute. I love it. Sometimes I'm not sure about my projects, but I really think this one's adorable, and it would look adorable in the kitchen for Christmas. So, all right, I will put a picture of it tomorrow and make sure you guys sprinkle, and I will see you next time. Bye.